Mr. Young Trader, it is Thursday morning, so we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. Remember, on natural gas, the EIA report will be out today at 10:30, and then on Friday, the rig count there at 1. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil and natural gas daily charts. Now, before we get started, I hope everybody got into a little bit of Tesla yesterday. I think it closed out there at, exactly. It closed out at 213.65, and right now it's sitting at 238.33, and I believe it got all the way up to 240. I scalped 20 points out of that yesterday. I got in a little bit late, but at least I got my 20 points on that. So if you watched my video yesterday, I just said, you never know what these earnings are going to do along with Musk or anything. Now, his delivery numbers were a little better, but, earlier in the month, they were not better. The robo-taxis seemed to sell everything off. But again, with that kind of a stock, you just never know. So it's an easy scalp. Now, again, I always have a long position in Tesla from way back, but that was just my scalping trade there. So that was a good, easy 20 points. Now, I'll have that Tesla, the chart, for you here at midday trading, and we'll take a little bit better look at it because it's not really open yet here on a daily and weekly chart here until the 9:30. Okay, so let's get ahead, take a look here at the old Crudeski. Okay, now crude oil here, you can see here where we had that run up. This was that war premium, and this was that hurricane situation. It sold right on off here, but then what we did is we put in an inside day, but it was a green candle, and then the next day we had that higher low and a higher high kind of situation. Okay, now we still have this war premium going on. This is not really what you call a supply and demand issue, because yesterday we had a build on EIA report about over 5 million barrels a day, 5 million barrels. So that was not really what you call positive news. And okay, plus the seasonality. So we have this war situation. It's going to be a matter of time before there's going to be a huge retaliation. We just don't know if it's going to hit an oil facility or whatever. And this is what we're trading here right now. Okay, so what we got going here is we got this series of lower highs situation, and now you look at this 8-day. See how this 8-day came down, and now it's curling up, and now the price is back above the 8-day situation. Now, yesterday we had a red candle, but this was an inside day candle. Okay, so it wasn't like a topping tail like this or anything like on this situation on that order. Okay, so it's inside day. So then what we hear today so far is we have a higher high and higher low. We're right in the thick of all this. Simple moving averages. Okay, so let's just take a look at it. So this is what we want to watch today, is this key 8-day. That's at 70.68. That's going to be very, very crucial on a closing basis. If you can hold that, then we can go either sideways to higher. But if that's lost, then we'll look to yesterday's low. You're looking at 70.13. We'll look at this candle here, 69.35, and then we'll look to the bottom of that candle, 68.46, and then you have your big retest down here of your 68.17. Obviously, if that's lost, you got two big targets, 65.33 and 66.33 and 65.27. But right now, this 8-day is coming down. It looks like it's at least it's going sideways to curling up, and the price is above it. Okay, so here's what we want to watch on the upside here is we want to watch this 71.77 level, and we want to watch this 71.75 level. Both of those are very, very key. Right now, you're sitting at 71.92, so we're actually right above the price. But again, this is what you really want to watch because that could come right on off. Okay, so today's high so far was 72.34 here. So what we do is your next level is this, go right here, 72.69. That's going to be your next. And then your next target up here is going to be 73.26. And then we'll come over to the top of this candle, 74.45. And it will come over the top of here. You're looking at 75.08. And then we have your 100-day sitting there at 75.37. We get above that. We look to the top of this candle. You're looking at 76.24. And then we start going in here with that 200-day, 77.28. And then 78.46, which is the recent high. Okay, so I always like to show you where it can possibly go. So right now here, we're above all this cluster here. You have to stay above here. Then we can hit all these targets. But your big target is going to be that 100-day. And then we have to see what's going to happen there. Okay, I pointed out here many times here. See how that right into that 200-day, seeing that 100-day, see? Right there, double top situation into that 200-day, and then we have another thing into that 200-day, and then into that 100-day. So if it gets up there, we want to see what the reaction is going to be. Is it going to break through and go to that 200-day and then to the retest, or it's going to be the same situation like this and come right on down here again. So, okay, so that's where you have to be very, very careful. But again, we have to get and close above this 21-day and that 50-day. And on the downside, just watch that key 8 simple moving average. Now, you look here on your MACD, you've got a sideways action here, but again, this looks like it just wants to pinch right on up here, but we got to see how that's going to shake out. RSI here looking very, very good. You're sitting at 50, got plenty of room here on the upside. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old natty gas. Natty gas here, see, we have the same kind of a scenario where you have all those simple moving averages and boom, right on into it. Okay, so you always watch that first one. Okay, so on the downside, this is what we're looking now. You can see where the price is above this 8 simple moving average. Now remember, the contract roll will be coming out here on Sunday. Okay, so you got 2.36. That's going to be very, very key support level here on a closing basis, that 2.36. If that's lost here, we'll come right down to the bottom of this candle. Okay, you're looking at 2.35, and then we have come here, you're looking at 2.33. If that's lost, we'll come right here to the bottom. You're looking at 2.27. We look at yesterday's low, 2.25, and there's your big boy at 2.36, and then the recent low at 2.21. Okay, but again, as long as we can hold that 8-day, we're looking very, very good here on the natural gas here to go higher. Now, upside, you can see where you have very, very strong resistance here. See, this is why you want to trade the charts, okay? Because now you know where it's going to go. Even like we had that green candle yesterday, where to do? Yeah, it got higher, but it pulled right back into it, okay? So upside, this is what you're watching, 2.40 here. That's that 50-day, and that is your 100-day. Okay, so now you're tightening up. You can get above that. Then we'll go to yesterday's high. Okay, you got that 2.44 level here. Then we'll go to the bottom of this candle here. Okay, 2.47. Come to the top there, 2.49. Come to the top of this candle here, 2.55. And then we're going to be looking for that 21-day at that 2.61. If we can get above this cluster, that's your big target, is going to be that 21-day. Just like if we get above and hold above that cluster, that 100-day, that is going to be your target. And then we have to see what's going to happen at that time. Same way with this. What is the reaction when it gets there? Is it going to be like here and come right on down again? Look how many times that we had this sideways action, went right into resistance and then came down again. Or is it going to blow right through and then continue all the way on up here to retest that 301? Okay, so that's what we got to, that's what you always want to watch, is when you see these big targets here, these simple moving averages, you got to see what the reaction is going to be. Just like we had here. What is the reaction? What is the reaction? Okay, see, all the way on down, same way with here. What is the reaction be if it gets up to there? Same way with this 21-day. Now, RSI here looking very, very good. You're sitting at 44. Now, your green is still below your red, but you can see how she's starting to circle up and see how these are here on the red lines here on the bottom, how they're starting to move right on up here. So I just think it's going to be a matter of time before we can blow right back up here and at least test that 21-day. You get above that, and you got a nice, good, clear shot to the retest. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here at midday trading. We'll take a look at crude, natural gas, and then we'll take a look here at the old Tesla. We have a pretty good short squeeze going on that. That was a really good trade yesterday after hours. That's why you got to be very, very quick. I had my finger on the trigger. Got in a little bit late, but I still got the 20 points. And that's what you got to look at. Now, tech is running here very, very good here today. Now, remember, all the tech earnings will be out next week on the 29th, 30th, and 31st. That's all going to be out next week. You're going to have the the Amazon, the Meta, the Microsoft, the Apple, the Google. Okay, so that's all going to be. Now, again, Netflix blew away numbers. Okay, even Tesla here had really good numbers. So I can hardly believe that the other companies are not good. Remember, NVIDIA, their earnings are coming out on November 20th. That's a ways away. Now, an easy way to trade all that is with TQQQ if you want a nice basket. Okay, that's one of my favorite trades there. It's an ETS, it's a leveraged ETF, but has all that tech and all that good stuff in it. Okay, trade what's in front of you. Now what you want.